Student friends, in yesterday's lecture, we discussed about the class B push-pull power amplifier, and we came to know that in class B push-pull power amplifier, output current flows only in the positive half of the input AC cycle, and its efficiency is improved to 75 to 80%. Almost all it is 78%. But class B power amplifier, push-pull power amplifier, possesses the crossover distortion. This is because of the fact that when one transistor turns off, other transistor will not trigger on till the input signal becomes equal to zero point 0.6 or 0.3 volt, especially for silicon and germanium transistor respectively. To rise the input up to 0.6 or 0.3 volt, no signal is available at the output. After that particular rise in input voltage, again other transistor will start conducting. This delay in conduction of the current at the output, it is called as crossover distortion, and such a type of the distortion is present in class B push-pull power amplifier, which we have studied yesterday. To reduce that particular crossover distortion, a new push-pull power amplifier is designed, and that is known as class AB push-pull power amplifier. It is a push-pull power amplifier in which output current flows in less than positive half cycle as well as in less than negative half cycle. Means in both the half cycle collector current is available at the output, but it is available less than positive and less than negative. We are well aware that in class A push-pull power amplifier, collector current flows throughout full of the AC input cycle, that is in positive as well as in negative half cycle. In class B, collector current flows only in the positive half of the input AC cycle, but it creates a crossover distortion. Now in class AB, collector current will flow in less than positive half cycle and less than negative half cycle of the input. Here, crossover distortion which is present in the class B push-pull power amplifier is totally avoided. Just now we have seen the reason for existing the crossover distortion in class B. This is because of the fact that when one of the transistor is off in class B condition, to turn on the other transistor, some delay is going to be produced. Means output current is made available after some sort of delay. This is because of the fact that input signal has to rise its level to forward bias that particular respective transistor to raise the input voltage up to 0.3 volt for germanium or 0.7 volt for silicon. Till that input voltage rises to this particular required voltage, the other transistor will remain off. When input voltage rises to that cut-in voltage, then definitely it will be turned on and then current will be starts flowing. So that's why in between off and on transistor, there is some delay in the output current. It is produced in the class B push-pull power amplifier, and that's why we can say the crossover distortion is going to be present in the class B push-pull power amplifier. Friends, this drawback is totally avoided in the class AB push-pull power amplifier. Student friends, please try to remember that in class A power amplifier, operating point is adjusted exactly on the center of the load line by using resistor divider biasing network. In class B push-pull power amplifier, that resistor divider biasing network is removed and operating point of both the BJT are adjusted at the cutoff point. Now in class AB push-pull amplifier, the operating point of both the BJTs, power BJTs, are adjusted in between class A and class B. Means in between center of the load line and cutoff point. When operating point of both the transistor is located in between the cutoff point and also center of the load line, on the load line, then the resulting amplifier, we can call it as, it is class AB push-pull power amplifier. And this adjustment of adjusting the operating point in between class A and class B is done by using the additional circuitry which is being utilized in the class AB push-pull power amplifier, and that is done by means of a resistance R and diode D, which is connected between ground and VCC. The center tapping of resistor and diode is connected to center tapping of secondary winding of the input transformer. Friends, this combination of R and D provides the DC bias to base of both the transistor, so that it will make conduction of that particular transistor bit early, even though input signal is not reached to zero point 0.3 volt or 0.6 volt. That is done by means of the combination of this resistance and diode, which is adjusted, which is connected to the center tapping of the secondary of the input transformer or driver transformer to the base of both the transistor. This will adjust the operating point of both the transistor in between center of the load line and at the cutoff point. Due to this adjustment, due to this DC bias provided to base of both the transistor via secondary winding of the driver transformer, makes the conduction of both the transistor, allows collector current to pass at the output in less than positive half cycle and also less than negative half cycle. This will avoid the crossover distortion. Friends, such a class AB push-pull power amplifier consists of what? Consists of a driver transformer represented here, whose primary is connected to the input signal power to be amplified. Secondary winding is connected to base of both the transistors, which are biased by using the power supply VCC connected between center tapping of primary winding of the output transformer and also the center tapping of the secondary winding of the input transformer, in between which the combination of the resistance R and diode D is connected. This combination makes the provision of getting the DC bias to base of transistor Q1 as well as Q2. The transistor Q1 and Q2 are so connected that their base is driven by secondary winding of the input transformer or driver transformer, whereas emitter of both the transistors are connected with each other, whereas across the collector of both the transistor, the primary winding of the output transformer is connected and across the secondary winding of output transformer, a load resistance RL is connected, across which we can get the required power at the cost of allowing current to pass through that particular load. Generally, this load may be a headphone or the speaker. Such a circuit configuration, we can call it as, it is the class AB push-pull power amplifier. Friends, as usual, When VCC is applied, naturally the diode will start providing the DC bias to base of both the transistors, so that it will make the arrangement to adjust the operating point of both the transistor in between center of load line and that of the cutoff point, so that they will work in class AB mode. That is the first thing. Secondly, when input signal is applied to the primary winding of the driver transformer, which will whose secondary winding will drive the base of both the transistor, and it will naturally provide 180-degree out of phase signal to the base of both the transistor. When positive half cycle is given to the base of transistor Q1, it is forward biased. Simultaneously, transistor Q2 will be reverse biased as its base receives the negative half cycle. Q2 doesn't conduct the current IC1 and Q1 conducts the current IC2 that pass through the upper half of the output transformer. But when polarity of the input is reversed, naturally the DC bias provided to off transistor will turn on the transistor Q2 immediately, even though input signal doesn't rises to 0.3 volt or 0.6 volt, and it will start conducting the current. Meanwhile, input rises to above that particular input voltage by reversing its polarity, so that Q2 will be forward biased and Q1 is reverse biased. As soon as Q1 is turned off, Q2 will be turned on, and it will allow collector current to pass through the lower half of primary winding of the output transformer. Thus, in this case also, when one transistor is off, other transistor is on, and vice versa. When other transistor is off, first transistor is on, means one transistor pushes the current at the output, another transistor pulls the current from the output. Thus, the difference in collector current will pass through the primary winding of the output transformer, because the polarity of IC1 and IC2 are opposite with each other. This will develop mutual flux linked between primary and secondary, allows you to develop output current to pass through the load resistance, and that will develop amplified output power. Friends, this is how class AB push-pull power amplifier works, and it avoids the crossover distortion which is present in case of class B push-pull power amplifier. Student friends, the efficiency of such a class AB push-pull amplifier is going to lie in between efficiency of class A push-pull power amplifier and class B push-pull power amplifier. We are aware that class A push-pull power amplifier has got efficiency 35%, whereas class B push-pull power amplifier has an efficiency 78%. In between that, the efficiency of class AB push-pull power amplifier is going to be existing. So that is almost all about 62%. Student friends, this is what you have to remember as a class AB push-pull power amplifier we are expected to study. Next time we'll go for next article of the same topic.